My dear students, I am Dr. P. Lakshminarayana, our teacher in Adi Kavinani University. So now I hope you are all safe at your homes in the pandemic of this COVID. So due to COVID, we are all not happy. There is no classwork, there is no university, there is no any work. If any work, we are all afraid about this pandemic. Hence, our university vice chancellor informed and instructed us take videos, video lessons, and send the students. So it will be useful to the students. Students are one of the stakeholders of the university. Without students, we can't do anything. So that's why we are all ready to do some video contents regarding third semester of MA Economics. In the third semester, we have 5 papers. Among them, 2 optional combinations are there. One optional combination is agricultural economics. In the agricultural economics combination, you have to study agricultural production economics and farm management as one paper, and agricultural marketing and finance as another paper. So regarding in the agriculture combination, I will start agricultural production economics and farm management. So before going to details of agricultural economics, you all know the importance of agriculture in these days. So agriculture is a very crucial and it is very important. Agriculture provides employment to the 49% of the people in India directly. Indirectly, it gives employment and other opportunities to many others. At the same time, in the output concept, agriculture sector provides 17% of income to the GVA or gross national output. So you're all welcome to the agriculture economics. Those who are opted agriculture economics as a specialization. So for the agriculture economics, I would like to inform you that there are you all know this subject. This is fundamentals of agriculture economics by Amarjit Singh and Sadhu Jaspir Singh. So simply, this textbook is called Sadhuvan Singh Agricultural Economics, but full title is Fundamentals of Agricultural Economics. And another textbook is Leading Issues in Agriculture Economics. Leading Issues in Agriculture Economics by R.N. Soni. So these 2 textbooks are available in our university library. So all these concepts are derived from answers are derived from these textbooks and many other references and latest figures and statistics are from the economic survey, RBI bulletins, and statistical abstracts, and other sources for latest information. Like to so please observe these things, and now I would like to present what is agriculture economics, what is the importance of agriculture economics, is there any definition for agriculture economics. I will try to explain in the by showing slides in PPT presentation. So now I would like to present my PPT was made from the earlier already I told and I explained about the references by you. So and now I hope you are all visible these slides. So this is the offline mode, hence I am unable to ask you, but I have to check after video is complete. So regarding this, so then first I have to explain agriculture economics. So agriculture economics is a pioneer subject now, but up to 19th century, it was not recognized as a special discipline or a special subject. So hence, the first professor of farm management appointed at the University of Minnesota, his name is Andrew Boss in 1910. He was also professor of agronomy. So this is the first farm management professor. He is Andrew Boss. He was appointed in 1910. So before that, he is a professor of agronomy. Then the second milestone regarding this agricultural economics, the American Farm Management Association was established in 1910. The American Farm Management Association was established in 1910. So the first work in farm management in the US Department of Agriculture was developed by Dr. W.J. Spillman. He is also agronomist. So I repeat, the first work of farm management in the US Department of Agriculture was developed by W.J. Spillman. He is also agronomist. However, with the passage of time, agriculture economics as a separate discipline developed. So before 1900, there is no agricultural economics. So agriculture economics as a separate discipline is developed from 19th century onwards. So Thomas Nixon Carver, professor of economics, began offering a course called Economics of Agriculture at the Harvard University in 1903. And at the same year, Professor H.C. Taylor began giving a collective course called Agricultural Economics at the University of Wisconsin, and Professor George N. Lohman offered a course at Cornell University under the title Rural Economy. If you clearly observe, in 1910, American Farm Management Association was established. It means if once association is established, there are some group of people are there. Here in 1903, Thomas Nixon Carver, H.G. Taylor, and N. Lawman in 1903. In different places, they are started different courses on agricultural economics. So, Nixon Carver started a course on the name of Economics of Agriculture, where it is at the Harvard University when it is in 1903. So, in 1903, again, one of the professor from University of Wisconsin, H.C. Taylor, another course started. This is called Agricultural Economics. So, George N. Lawman offered a course at Cornell University under the title name is Rural Economy. So, in 1903, three professors from three different places, three courses started. What are they? Economics of Agriculture, Agriculture Economics, and Rural Economy. These three courses are similar courses. So, one is at Harvard University, Economics of Agriculture by Nixon Carver, and the second one is Agriculture Economics by H.C. Taylor at University of Wisconsin, and third one is Rural Economy by Professor George N. Lawman at Cornell University. So these three people are started three different courses in the different universities. So from then, the course of agriculture economics is in the form of different forms was created. So Professor Taylor published a book on agriculture economics in 1905. So what is the book titled by Professor Taylor? Agriculture Economics, when he published in 1905. So at the same time, Professor Carver also published a book. His book name is Principles of Rural Economics in 1911. So by 1910, about 20 men were identified as agricultural economists. How many people are identified as agricultural economists? By 1910, there are about 20 professors of agricultural economics are identified in different universities. So, in 1910, American Farm Management Association was started with the 20 members. So, courses in agriculture economy, rural economy, farm management, and agriculture history grew rapidly in the early 1900s. So, based on this evidence, we can say that from 1900 onwards, only agriculture economics discipline is treated as a separate discipline in the name of agriculture economics or agriculture economy or rural economy, farm management or agriculture history or any other names. So from then, agriculture economics gained importance from 1900 onwards. So for this agriculture economics, Taylor tried, Harvard tried to expose the agriculture economics, and some other agronomists and agriculture economists tried. So the importance of this discipline has recently grown so much that we have now separate agriculture universities, centers, and colleges, and agriculture economics treated as an inseparable part of academic program. So we are all seeing in our state, NG Ranga Agriculture University, in West Godavari, OSR Horticulture University, East Godavari also, some other centers of agriculture universities on research on some different plants, different crops, different seed varieties, like this. So, for now, as and today, the importance of this discipline has recently grown so much. So, that's why we have agriculture universities, centers, colleges, and programs. So, now you have also the agriculture economics as a separate discipline. In the agriculture economics, again we are studying two papers: production economics and farm management, and another one is agriculture marketing and finance. So another point is professional agricultural economists are typically classified as working in production economics, farm management, farm work simplification, and the land economics are more closely allied with the farm management. So again, in agriculture economics, there are so many different concepts, different groups were developed about production economics, farm management, farm work simplification, land economics are more closely allied with the farm management. You are all know what are the major inputs for to grow a crop. The land is important. At the same time, irrigation also important. Some labor is also important. Some fertilizers are needed. Some pesticides are needed. Some technology, machines, tractors or harvesters are needed. We suppose if you observe a paddy crop in your village or anywhere, there is some process is there to grow a paddy crop. It requires 4 months of time. A farmer have to prepare seed bed, and after that, plantation is required. In the plantation, some labor is required, tractor or some other mechanism is required. Bullock labor is also required. In labor can separate male and female. Labor is also required. So after plantation is completed, some other process is called weeding. So weeding may be done in one time or maybe two times or maybe three times. So for this weeding, the labor is required. In developed countries, this process may be completed with the help of machinery. But in our countries, or especially in our state, especially in our districts, East and West Godavari, so labor is required. So after that, after some time is over, so based on the crop growing, fertilizers are required and pesticides also required in some cases. So after that, again we will harvest the crop. So after harvesting, there is another criteria will be developed. What is that? Marketing, where we have to sell our produce, where how much amount will earn, what is the price of the produce, all these are involved. So it is called marketing activity. So in this after harvesting process is in another paper. It is called agriculture marketing and finance. So finance is also required for to buy the inputs and to maintain the laborers and other things from to grow a crop. Any farmer required finance. So nowadays the finance is coming from the banks, landlords, money lenders. Some of the farmers meet through their own money. So how the financial activities are involved in this system is also important. That's why in this paper we are studying about the farm activities, farm management, how the farmer manage their or his farm management from seed sowing to harvesting and then marketing their produce. So it is a very important concept. So now we have to study how to calculate all these farm activities incurred and how what are the based on some observations you can give some policy measures also. So that's why we have to study this paper as a separate discipline. So at the same time, agriculture price analysts also important. So agriculture price analysts also take data from other sources or randomly taken samples like this. So they can analyze of the price, how the price fluctuations of agriculture products are fluctuating, and is there a better off for what's up to the farmers. They can analyze. So in marketing, agriculture economics may be specialists in any of the commodity subsector areas such as grain, dairy, poultry, livestock, fruits, and vegetables. So here, in a economy, agriculture is a one subject. So agriculture is the major sector. It is sometimes called as primary sector. The primary sector or agriculture sector. So agriculture plus allied activities called as agriculture and allied activities, or otherwise primary sector. So what are the allied activities? Dairy, poultry, livestock, fruits, and vegetables. These are all allied activities apart from agriculture. So fishing, poultry, livestock mainly can treat as a allied activities. The vegetable, fruits, the fruits is called as horticulture crops. So horticulture means gardens or any other fruit fruits given crops are treated as horticultural crops. So this means they are here these horticultural crops not required plantation every year. Once the plant is planted by the farmer, every year they can give some fruits. That's why in agriculture, especially every year plantation is required. The vegetables also every year plantation is required. So this is vegetables also treated in agriculture. Fruits is under horticulture. The poultry, livestock, and dairy are treated in allied activities. In the policy area, agriculture economics may concentrate on price and income policy, natural resource policy, marketing policy, and local government. So this type of policy designs may be arrived. The policy decisions may be arrived. So for this purpose, the agriculture economics you have to study as a separate discipline. Recently, there has been increased attention given to the international food services and worldwide implications of domestic farm policy. So now at time, the agricultural exports and imports also doing. So for we are importing some agricultural products from various countries. We are also exporting some products to various countries. So this is also some other analysis. So what is our main exports? What is our main imports? We can study through agricultural economics. So and what are the main changes are occurred in the world regarding agriculture? What are the implications are doing by the other countries? So what is our needs regarding the agriculture? These are all some policies will be made. So for all these, agriculture economics will use, and also hence we have to study agriculture economics as a separate discipline. So agriculture price analysis contribute to all phases of agriculture economics with the recent emphasis on management problems in the agri-business segment of agriculture. So agriculture economics and recent emphasis, what are the management form? Especially for our paper name is production economics and farm management. So in farmer, in the maintaining their farm management. So what are the problems occurred in the farm management? So what in the agri-business, what are the main problems, major problems? So what we can do? We can observe. Business management specialists are appearing within this scope of agriculture economics. So business management specialists also for their marketing or another problem. Also agriculture economics scope is expanding. So that's why also we have to study agriculture economics as a separate discipline. So these people may work principally in finance, production, marketing, or policy in the agriculture supply, food processing, or distribution industries, etc. So we are already told about the different policy issues involved in the agriculture economics, and we can compress these issues again in. So the agriculture economics mainly concentrate in finance aspects, production aspects, marketing aspects, policy aspects, and agriculture supply, food processing, and distribution of industries, etc. So we can divide all these aspects into different ways. So this is the importance of agriculture. So now, what are the major definitions given by the different authors about the agriculture economics? We can discuss. So among important definitions are given by Dozier, Taylor, Black, Goodwin, S.B., Hibbert, Professor Head. These all are important persons in agriculture economics? You can remember all these persons. Why? Because these persons are leaders of agricultural economics. So for these persons only, agriculture economics is treated as a separate discipline. That's why we can discuss their definitions. So among them, firstly, we have to discuss about Jusier definition. Jusier is one of the earliest economists to define agriculture economics. So according to him, agriculture economics is the branch of agriculture science which treats of the manner of regulating the relations of the farmer, whether it the relation to each other or with other human beings, in order to secure the greatest degree of prosperity to the enterprise. So here, Jusier definition represents as agriculture economics is the branch of agriculture science. So what he is saying, agriculture economics is a branch of agriculture science. It states that of manner of regulating the relations of farmer, whether it is the relations of each other or it other human beings, in order to secure the greatest degree of prosperity to the enterprise. Here enterprise means their farm. So what is the relationship between one farmer to other, farmer to industry, farmer to any other? So here in Hindi meaning of Jusier. So what is how many relations are involved with the farm and farmer? So the study of these relationships is agriculture economics. Later on, the definition was modified by Taylor. According to Taylor, agriculture economics deals with principles which underline the farmer's problems, what to produce and how to produce it, and what to sell and how to sell it, in order to secure for himself the largest net profit consistent with the best interest of the society as a whole. So Taylor definition is very important. That's why in the presentation it was marked as red. So according to Dr. Taylor, so his definition was modified by Jusier definition. He was modified the definition given by the Jusier. According to Taylor, agriculture economics deals with principles which underline the farmer problems, what to produce and how to produce, what to sell and how to sell, in order to secure for himself the largest net profit consistent with the best interest of the society as a whole. Here, in the view of Dr. Taylor, farmer is the central. Farmer should play central role. So farmers should concentrate on net profit. So profitable crops should grow by the farmer. So in this way, farmer has to understand what to produce and how to produce, what to sell and how to sell. These are all the main concepts given in by the definition given by the Taylor. So that's why demand, where what are the crops have demand, then only the demandable crops only should grow by the farmer. So this is a definition given by the Taylor regarding agriculture economics. So next definition given by the Black. According to Black, economic principles imply economizing. The object of the science of economics in agriculture as anywhere else is to provide as a basis for economizing of resources, that is for using them in such a way as to get the maximum out of them. So here black definition can economic principles imply economize. There are so many economic principles. We are all know demand, supply, elasticity of demand, elasticity of supply, consumer surplus, like this. There are so many economic principles. So the object of science of economics in agriculture as anywhere else is to provide as a basis for the economizing of resources. So the farmers should concentrate economic principles. So for using them in such a way to get the maximum out of it. So maximum profit or maximum benefit will get through economic principles only. Yeah. So according to Black, economic principles will play very important role in maximum benefit to get the farm. So after that, Goodwin also defined agriculture economics. So according to Goodwin, agriculture economics is a social science that is connected with the human behavior during the process of producing, processing, distributing, and consuming the products on farms and ranches. So here, if we clearly observe the definition given by the Goodwin, agriculture economics as a social science. The first Goodwin observed agriculture economics as a social science that is connected with the human behavior during the process of producing. While in the producing, the behavior of farmer is how they are behaving, and in the time of processing, how they are behaving, at the time of distributing, how they are behaving, and at the time of consuming, the consumers are how they are behaving. So all these behaviors can observe with the agriculture economics. So that's why he treated agriculture economics as a social science. So this is also very important definitions given by the Goodwin. So according to SB, so SB is given another definition. So according to SB, agriculture economics is an applied science. That is, it is a methodical pursuit of knowledge of economic process and organization in agriculture and of their results for the purpose of stabilizing, adapting, and modifying them, and if and when necessary, of changing their results. So according to ASP, agriculture economics is an applied science that is methodical pursuit, knowledge, economic process, and organization in agriculture and other results for the purpose of stabilizing, adopting, modifying them, and if and when necessary, of changing their results. So another definition given by Hibbard. According to Hibbard, agriculture economics is study of relationship arising from the wealth getting and wealth using activities of man in agriculture. So Hibbard looked into the agriculture economics in the form of wealth. So the relationship of wealth getting and how to wealth using, all these activities come under the agriculture economics. So that is a definition given by the Hibbard. So another definition given by Professor Heddy. So as per Professor Heddy, agriculture economics is an applied field of science wherein the principles of choice are applied to the use of capital, labor, land, and management resources in the farming industries is a study of resource efficiently. It is concerned with defining the condition under which the ends of objective of farm manager, farm families, and the nation consumers can be attained to the greatest degree. So for heading, so agricultural economics is a applied field of science where the principles of applied to the use of capital, labor, land, and management resources. We all know what are the production sources. So, what are the elements of production? Land, labor, capital, and organized. Here, the terms are used as capital, labor, land, and management resources. So, these four production elements, how the utilized in the farming industry. There's a study of resource efficiency. So, he studied resource efficiency in the study. So, what is the efficiency of land? What is the steady efficiency of labor? What is the efficiency of capital? What is the efficiency of management? So, these four relations and their efficiencies are observed by heading. This is called resource efficiency. It is concerned with defining the condition under which the ends of the objective of farm manager, farm families, and the nation consumers can be attained to the greatest degree. Here, farm means a farmer land, a farmer field. Here, farm manager means farmer. Farm family means uh, a farmer's family. So, the consumer means the those who are using the produce, they are treated as consumers. So, defining condition under the which ends objective of the farm manager, farm families, and the nation consumers can be attained to the greatest degree. So this definition also very important. So Professor Heading. So here our definitions are over. So I hope you all understand the concepts of agriculture economics, the importance of agriculture economics, the main definitions given by the various agriculture economists. So now I would like to give some assignment to you, and the question for the assignments are: write a short notes on evolution of agriculture economics as a special discipline. Write different definitions of agriculture economics. I will send this PPT to you by reading this PPT, and after watching the video, you can easily write this assignment. So these assignment should send through my email. My email ID is pln.eco at rate of, sorry, this is a mistake, pln.eco at rate of acnu.edu.in. Your targeted time is 13/8/2020. That is 1 week. I hope this is enough time to send the answers to the questions to my email. Here, another one thing is I already explained about the references and textbooks. The all information is taken from the two books, that is Fundamentals of Agriculture Economics, Amarjit Singh, N. Sadhu, Jaspir Singh. The reprint edition in 2014. Pages are 1 to 2. Another reference is Leading Issues in Agriculture Economics by R. N. Soni, reprint in 2004. Pages are 1 and 2. So these two books are available in our university library. Nowadays, this is a problem to take books from university library. You are all from different places. So, you have any doubts regarding in this video or in PPT, you can contact me. You can discuss in the WhatsApp group created. You're all active in WhatsApp group, I know. So, in the WhatsApp group also you can discuss. Otherwise, personally, if you want to know, you can give me a mail or you can call me personally, or you can write a message in chat box. That is enough. So I will always ready to clarify your doubts. So now I am stop sharing. Thank you. So my dear students, for as of now, we are all known about the concepts of agriculture economics, importance of agriculture economics, who are the main contributors of agriculture economics, the definitions of economics given by the Jusier, Taylor, Black, Goodwin, SB, Hibbard, Heddy. So these important definitions already explained, and what are the reference books, reference textbooks also I'm giving. These books also available in Amazon and other sources. So if you, anybody want interest, these are all very cheapest cost books, nearly the 250 to 300 rupees, and there is no worry about the books. So I will give you one PPT and other information. So, but I hope you're all safe at the home, and the you have to do one thing. So please give a reply through email for the questions what are given by me, short notes question. So if you have a laptop or computer, you can type. Otherwise, you can write manually on white notes and take a photo. And there are so many apps to match the individual images or photographs. So you can make it in a single file. So in the form of single file, you can send it to me to my email ID pln.echo@apnu.edu.in. So this is my humble submission to you. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you, Ananda. Thank you.